honest, I have had a PS4 on I think 2 or 3 occasions, but I don't currently own a console. My daughter has the Xbox One and PS4. So here we have GTA 5 with I think it's Michael, I think is the man on the bike up here. I forget their names now. I have played and completed this back when it came on the PS3. And I'd be lying if I said my daughter hadn't played or completed this game at least 4 or 5 times now. She's actually owned the game about 4 times. She keeps buddy selling it and buying it again. Oh, that's a lie, she had it on the PS3 and then Xbox One, and for some reason she needed it on the PS4 as well. I remember GTA from number 1 way back when the PlayStation 1 first came out. I got a demo of GTA as it was then, and you look down on the cars from above, and everyone, all the men like stickmen sort of thing, all the people, and the people marching in a line, and you just run them over. I thought it was bloody hilarious. And we're going back to when I was like 11 when that came out, which is crazy to think the GTA games have been going for about 20 to 25 years, give or take. I also had GTA London as well back then. So that's game 1. Game 2 we have here. We have The Walking Dead Onslaught Deluxe Edition. So this is the official VR game of AMC's The Walking Dead. My daughter has the VR headset and all that stuff. Here we have Daryl and Rick. I think you can also play as Carol and Michonne, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, there we go. Michonne and Carol on the back. Carol is a fun character in the program. I've never played the game, I've got to be honest. Michonne we haven't seen in the new series that's just been on Disney. We've not seen her for a while since she went to an island looking for Rick and hasn't been seen since. Step into AMC's The Walking Dead and prepare for an onslaught of walker-slaying mayhem. Discover Daryl's experiences after the war with the Saviors. Shoot, sever, and decapitate walker hordes. It sounds fun, to be fair, this does. Here we have WWE 2K18. We have Seth Rollins on the front here. I've played various wrestling games over the years. The first one I ever played was on the Mega Drive, going way back. And you had like Bret Hart on there and Shawn Michaels, Hulk Hogan. It's really fun. We have played quite a few of the 2K games. I've heard the last couple haven't been great, to the point where if you've played one, like one of these earlier ones, there's not much point in playing the newer ones, is what I've heard. Because it's very much like FIFA, where it's just like copy and paste each game, not much change. On the back here we have Seth freaking Rollins, Randy Orton, the Viper, Finn Balor, and Sasha Banks. NXT about 6 months ago. He's a bit of a surfer stroke pot smoking guy. I forget his name now. RK Bro, that's their name. Their tag team name. Finn Balor recently went up against... Who was he against now? He was fighting for the title, weren't he? He was down in NXT. I could be wrong. He lost the King of the Ring tournament, didn't he, to Xavier Woods. And Sasha, I think, is looking at going up against Becky Lynch. Next we have Marvel Avengers. Here we have Captain America, Thor, Hulk, Iron Man. I'm guessing that's Captain Marvel. I've not seen the Captain Marvel film. And there's Black Widow on the right hand side. I did watch the Black Widow film recently, and I quite enjoyed that. It was a bit obvious where it was going in parts, but still pretty good. So I think that's Captain Marvel anyway. Here we have Hulk going up against... I'm not too sure who that is. I think it's the bad guy from one of the Guardians of the Galaxy films or something or other. But my daughter said this is very good. I can't say I've seen a play though. Next we have Uncharted 4, A Thief's End. This has been made into a film at the minute, the Uncharted games, starring Mark Wahlberg and the lad who plays Spider-Man at the minute. Yeah, it looks pretty good going, the film does. I loved number 2 of this. I wasn't a big fan of number 1, found it quite difficult. But number 2 and number 3 were brilliant. Number 4 I played a little bit of. The only reason I didn't get right into it is because I think I sold my PS4 before I could get going, and I haven't played a game in about 2 years now. But number 2 and 3 of this were brilliant games. So you play as Drake, Nathan Drake here. I'm not sure if they really need... I mean, you got Mark Wahlberg and the lad playing Spider-Man. Personally, I think Mark Wahlberg looks more like Nathan Drake. But I think is the lad who plays Spider-Man is playing a young Nathan Drake in the movie. But I'd say definitely Mark Wahlberg more of a Nathan Drake character when he's older than... Next we have FIFA 20 from EA Sports. Here's Eden Hazard on the front in his Real Madrid kit. Not been much of a success at Real Madrid if everyone is being completely honest. This is break new grounds from the streets to the stadium. I haven't played a FIFA game in a long time, so I couldn't tell if this is any good or not. Next we have Detroit Become Human. Is that one of those sort of every decision you make has an effect on the game? Detroit 2038, lifelike androids have replaced the human workforce. They never tire, disobey or say no until something changes. Some of them have started to behave irrationally, as if they were feeling emotions. Sounds good. Definitely the kind of game my daughter really enjoys playing. tell your own story. Every choice has a consequence. I find these kind of games a little bit annoying. She loves them. Similar games to this, but not really. Every choice you make made a difference, but I really enjoyed what's it called? Oh, Deus Ex. Or Deus Ex. That was a great game. Next we have Horizon Zero Dawn. She doesn't like this game at all. It came with the console along with Uncharted and a copy of The Last of Us. But no, she's not a fan of this game. I've got to be honest. Next we have a sealed copy of The Last of Us. I have played this. I played it on 2 separate occasions. Not completed it before though. My daughter did recently complete it, but she's not played number 2 yet. So the reason this is sealed is she already had a copy, and then she was bought this one as well. So she's kept this one in the packaging. The actress or actor, as he is now, who was once Ellen Page, plays the character in the game in a hostile post-pandemic world. Joel and Ellie, brought together by desperate circumstances, must rely on each other to survive a brutal journey across what remains of the USA. It's so cool, this game. I really enjoyed it. Well, I played it anyway. There we go, there's the other copy, the one that she has completed. Then we have Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls, a double collection. Again, Ellen Page, or I'm not sure what her name is these days, playing the part in Beyond Two Souls. That's really cool. You play as the girl and she can control people's behaviours and what they do. Heavy Rain. Me and my wife tried to play this years ago on the PlayStation 3. Whoops, apologies everyone. And we could not get out of the bloody bedroom at the beginning. We couldn't figure out the controls and we should give up on the game right there and then. Rather embarrassing to say. I think Heavy Rain is basically where you are trying to find out who killed the man's wife. You play as the man. I think your wife and child have been killed. And you gotta try and discover why or who did it. Yeah, it's a serial killer. You're trying to find it in that. And then Beyond Two Souls is with Ellen Page and Willem Dafoe. He's like a doctor looking after a little girl, and yeah, I've played some of that. It's pretty cool. Next we have Batman Arkham Knight. I really enjoyed Arkham Asylum, and I think it's Arkham City. I think they're the two. When I first played Arkham Asylum, I was like, whoa, this is amazing. Admittedly, after about 6 hours, it's quite repetitive. I didn't really get into Arkham Knight. I played it. I didn't really like it that much compared to the first two. Be the Batman, it says on the back. Don't get me wrong, like the graphics and everything about it is amazing, but I just couldn't get into it myself. Next we have Far Cry New Dawn. Never played it. I completed Far Cry 2 and 3, or 3 and 4. One of them, 2 of them anyway. Really enjoyed them. I really enjoyed them. Never played New Dawn though. last remaining resources. Yeah, the Far Cry games are definitely fun. That's one word for them. Then we have Village, which is a Resident Evil game. I played Resident Evil 2 for the first time on the PlayStation 1. Graphics were pretty awful, but the game was great. This is a proper Resident Evil game, but the fact that Resident Evil part is down here, they're almost like a subtitle. And Village is like the main title. My daughter said she couldn't get into this game. Compared to the previous Resident Evil she played, when a shocking incident tears his family apart, Ethan Winters is willing to do anything to get his daughter back, but at what cost? So this is the 8th game in the Resident Evil series. I don't know, I'm not a massive fan of the games. I enjoy the films. I've watched all of the Resident Evil movies. Next we have Red Dead Redemption 2. So this is the second time she's had this. We had it on the Xbox One originally, and she completed it on there, and she got it for the PS4. She has a habit of doing that. America 1899, the end of the Wild West era has begun. After a robbery goes badly wrong in the western town of Blackwater, Arthur Morgan and the Van der Linde gang are forced to flee. With federal agents and the best bounty hunters in the nation massing on their heels, the gang must rob, steal, and fight. Rob and steal, the same thing if you ask me. Fight their way across the deepening across the rugged heartland of America in order to survive. As deepening internal divisions threaten to tear the gang apart, Arthur must make a choice between his own ideals and loyalty to the gang who raised him. What you see is what you get with the Red Dead Redemption games. Very, very fun. Like GTA, but on horses. And the last one we have here is Marvel's Spider-Man. I've watched some of this being played. You obviously play as Peter Parker. I'm not sure the enemies in this game. It's always fun to fly from building to building now. City, Peter Parker and Spider-Man's worlds collide. To save the city and those he loves, he must rise up and be greater. So yeah, new Spider-Man, I think it's the new one. Unless there's a new one out after this, I'm not too sure. I ain't too sure at all. Anyway, that is the PlayStation collection, guys. PlayStation 4. Maybe we'll do an Xbox One collection